you're the last. Not this one. Not this one. I should have said a whole lot about you and your side chick. Hey, you learn. The whole week. Absolutely not.
After years of pain, betrayal, and back-and-forth arguments on social media, Melody Cherie and Martell Holt finally came face-to-face in court. What happened next wasn't just another moment from love and marriage. Huntsville, it was a real-life battle that no reality show could script.
Disrespecting me publicly.
No, I did.
The biggest disrespect you could ever do.
I did not.
Hey, too bad you didn't care enough about your
on.
public appearance to
Moving
keep your penis in the household.
The emotions were raw, the stakes were high, and everything was on the line. Martell entered the courtroom looking calm and sure of himself. He had spent years talking negatively about Melody online, calling her an unfit mother and trying to make himself look like the one who had been wrong. But now it was time to prove all those claims in front of a judge. Melody wasn't shaken. She came prepared with evidence messages, screenshots, parenting schedules, anything that could help her prove the truth. This wasn't just about custody anymore. This was about clearing her name. To really understand how things got this serious, you have to go back to the beginning. Melody and Martell weren't always fighting.
I guess, trying to get in a better place. I know we had a lot of tension coming out of Vegas.
When Love and Marriage, Huntsville first aired, they looked like a dream couple. They had 4 beautiful children, a successful business, and seemed to be completely in sync. But behind the cameras, things were falling apart. Martell had been in a long relationship with another woman named Ariane Curry. Melody later shared that she knew about the affair early on, but tried to keep the family together anyway. They separated.
Things happened that led it to be where I 2 instances in 24 hours, men trying to hold you back from getting in my face. Like, what in the world?
Like, I know what I can do to push your buttons, and I feel that you know the same thing.
I don't think we know that.
Then tried to fix things for the sake of their children. But the lies didn't stop. Melody eventually found out Martell was still seeing Ariane and lying to her face. That moment changed everything. Their breakup wasn't just a private matter. Fans watched it all play out on TV. While Melody tried to hold herself together, Martell often dismissed her feelings, calling her dramatic. The final straw came when Melody decided to end the marriage officially in 2020. After the divorce, Melody didn't sit around and cry. She focused on rebuilding her life. She started a music career, grew her skincare business, and gave her all to raising her kids. Her followers cheered her on as she became stronger and more independent. Martell, however, seemed stuck. Instead of focusing on his future, he kept bringing Melody up. He made post after post about her, accusing her of keeping the children away from him and calling her names. Over time, it looked less like concern for his kids and more like a way to keep Melody tied to him.
Something deeper. Let's talk about your morals or lack thereof. Let's talk about your integrity or lack thereof. Let's talk about that.
Things really took a turn when Martell began doing interviews where he questioned Melody's ability to be a mother. He suggested she was mentally unstable and didn't care about their kids' well-being. That's when Melody decided it was time to take legal action. Their original co-parenting setup was already shaky. They couldn't agree on anything. Martell claimed he was being cut off from his kids, while Melody said she was trying to protect them from the chaos. The arguments became so heated online that their children started noticing. Melody had enough. She filed to make the custody agreement official, not just to protect her kids, but to finally set the record straight. When the court day arrived, Martell looked ready to win. He stood tall, dressed sharply, and tried to appear in control. But sources said his confidence started fading fast once the facts began rolling in. Melody sat quietly, well-prepared and focused. Her legal team came ready, and so did she. This wasn't a popularity contest. It was about what was best for the children. Text messages were read out loud. Social media posts were shown. Financial papers and missed appointments were reviewed. Martell's behavior came under a microscope. On the other hand, Melody showed clear evidence that she had been the one consistently taking care of the kids' school, doctor visits, daily routines. She handled it all. When Melody took the stand, things got emotional. She spoke about the stress of raising her children under a cloud of public judgment. She shared how hard it's been to protect them from the pain caused by both the cameras and their father's words. At one point, she broke down crying, explaining how her children have asked her why their dad says bad things about her and how she has to stay strong for them. Her tears weren't for sympathy. They were the result of years of pressure, sadness, and silent strength. Martell then gave his side. He said he just wanted more time with his children and that he wasn't trying to hurt anyone. But when the judge asked him why he continued to attack Melody online, he didn't have a clear answer. It was hard to explain how someone could want peace while posting negative things for the world to see. Just when everyone thought the day was winding down, something unexpected happened. A written statement was brought into the courtroom. It came from someone who used to be close to Martell, a former friend who had defended him in the past. In the letter, this person claimed Martell was using the custody battle not because he was concerned about his kids, but because he wanted to keep controlling Melody. That statement changed everything. The judge took it seriously and reminded both sides that court is for protecting children, not for playing power games or getting revenge. The message was clear: kids should never be used as pawns in adult battles. After court ended, the reactions poured in online. One person wrote, "Melody's been carrying those kids alone. Martell's just mad she won't play his game anymore." Another said, "He cried victim after cheating on her on national TV for years. Karma doesn't miss." Martell didn't issue a public apology or even a statement to calm things down. Instead, he posted a cryptic message on Instagram. Sometimes the truth takes time to reveal itself. Just wait. Many felt this was just another way to keep control of the story. Melody didn't say anything. After years of public fights and being dragged online, she let her silence speak for her. And honestly, that quiet response hit harder than anything she could have said. As of now, the judge hasn't announced the final decision publicly. However, those close to the case say Melody might continue to have primary custody, especially after the emotional court session and that shocking letter from Martell's former friend. Still, nothing is guaranteed. The question remains, will Martell let go and focus on peacefully raising his children? Or will he keep dragging things out in public? And will Melody stay silent? Or will she eventually respond to Martell's latest post? Fans are watching every move. Some support Melody for being strong and focused on her children, while others think Martell is misunderstood. But most people agree this fight has gone on long enough. The kids deserve peace. Melody didn't say anything. After years of public fights and being dragged online, she let her silence speak for her. And honestly, that quiet response hit harder than anything she could have said. As of now, the judge hasn't announced the final decision publicly. However, those close to the case say Melody might continue to have primary custody, especially after the emotional court session and that shocking letter from Martell's former friend. Still, nothing is guaranteed. The question remains, will Martell let go and focus on peacefully raising his children, or will he keep dragging things out in public? And will Melody stay silent, or will she eventually respond to Martell's latest post? Fans are watching every move. Some support Melody for being strong and focused on her children, while others think Martell is misunderstood. But most people agree this fight has gone on long enough. The kids deserve peace. One thing is clear, the judge saw everything: the actions, the words, the patterns. No one can hide behind Instagram posts in a courtroom. The truth comes out in the end. So where do they go from here? That's the next chapter in this very real, very emotional story. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss what happens next in this ongoing story between Melody and Martell. The truth isn't just coming out, it's already here.